wish for, all I need. Time to take the power back, strap into driver's seat. I ain't gonna let you ruin me. You won once, better enjoy it. Cause those ones don't get used to it. Start saying bye, bye, bye. You better hope you don't cry me a seat. Remember when I saw you as I drove by? I was thinking, why you little mess with me when I'm so loyal to what we could be? Everything feels so wrong. Wish I'd known all along. I thought this was destiny. 'Cause my feelings, they ain't no lie.
Much sorrow comes from women who know not honor and truth. We don't have very long. Drugs? Yes.
If he's not treated right, he's even programmed to die.
tremendously influenced by fashion advertisements and gets many ideas on grooming from magazines, television, and movies.
Hello everyone, and welcome to week 4 of the Validity Team League. We have Cryptic Gaming at the bottom of the table versus JaMiT Gaming up at the very top. Cryptic Gaming, yeah, they're at the bottom, but they're certainly not an opponent to be messed with lightly. All three of their games, all three of their matches have gone by that 4-3 scoreline. And JaMiT same way. They've been 4-3 and they've just been fortunate enough to win the ace match every time. So while it looks like this should be a mismatch, it's not going to be that way. Probably not. Instead, it's going to be fairly close, hopefully. And we are moving into game 1 already on Golden Wall. And that's an exciting time. Going to be interesting to see. We have a ZVZ on Golden Wall. Going to see what shenanigans happen, etc., etc., etc. And here we go. Spawning in the bottom right, in the orange. JaMiT's first player out. We have Mashi. And then in the middle left, in the blue, for Cryptic Gaming, we have Cerbericus. Interesting to see what they have going on here. As of right now, it's, I would say standard, but Mashi goes for the overpool. So you eBay cancel twice on the extractor to get to 16 supply pretty early. It was a thing in the beginning of Legacy of the Void. Less so now. It's kind of more efficient to take 13. And Barricus, on the other hand, is going hatch first. I didn't catch the timing of the pool, but this looks like it's some sort of a 16-16. Maybe not necessarily a all-in, but certainly a pressure build. Although I would expect him to go take a third off this. Go 16-16-16 maybe. It's hard to tell. This is a platinum match. So on the flip side, we do have Mashi. Hatch gas pool. That is your bread and butter ZVP build. His pool is a little late, but hopefully that does not come back to bite him. He's getting gas without a pool. Okay, there's the pool. This is not all that great, as Cerbericus did go pool first, but we don't know if he's going to do anything with it yet. He's still building drones. It's only two lings being built. So yeah, the pool's late for Mashi, but looks like it's not going to affect things too much right now. When speed's not going to be is not going to be delayed by all that much. So we have these two lings getting ready to sit at the natural, make sure that nothing runs by, or if things run by, more likely with two lings, it's just going to nibble at him a little. But that's how this goes. Queen on the way, couple more lings, speed on the way. Mashi's pool is just about done. He's floating a lot of minerals. Does he have the larva to... Doesn't quite have the larva yet. Yeah, so that's the issue of that delayed pool. You're not going to have the queens you need. So that he's able to get his money down a little. We have Overlord maybe going to get sniped. Queen walking down says, "Get out of my base. I don't want you here." But Overlords are faster than queens, surprisingly enough, and he just kind of gives him a little love tap. On the flip side, Overlord in the base of Mashi sees that drones are being built, sees that there are in fact no queens, and sees that there are lings. And the Zergling speed's about 30 seconds behind. Mashi did not see that. So we have lings going across the map. Forcer Barrack is here. Time to up with speed, and they went around the Overlords of Mashi. But Mashi, the savant that he is, says, you know what? I'm walling off with 2 Evo chambers. No which one, just 2 Evo chambers. I'm going to be safe here. And that's fine, because Barracus is, you know what, there's a wall, I'm going to run back. And the interesting thing is both of them have gone for an incredibly fast Overlord speed. Okay, never mind. Barricus is not easing up on the pressure. And he's going to look to dive in, and hopefully Mashi has these lings are not in hold position. But speed is almost done. And the queen and the lings and the more lings on the way should be able to hold this. Now he's going to lose the queen. So we have +1 melee on the way. But, you know, this is the 3 queen opening, so that queen pops out and gets into a fun position. And is still going to die anyways, but builds enough time that, sure, damage is done, but I would say Mashi was ahead on drones, but he's not. Mashi is, however, pumping some more lings, getting ready for the inevitable follow-up. And that's good, because Barricus is running across the map with yet more. So Barricus is actually heavily in a supply lead here. He has more Zerglings. He has more drones. And that's never a great thing to see. Barricus going back with the drone, back into drone production as he looks to dive in. And, you know, eventually Mashi's going to be able to have a significant Zergling advantage. He does not want to fight in this choke point. This is incredibly advantageous for Sir Barricus. But he's going to do it anyways. 18 more lings on the way. And, oh, the queen gets shoved out of position. Barely doesn't get in that nice spot. So he's going to lose another queen. That is the 3rd queen down for Mashi this game. And now he's starting to get some drones. Drones that Mashi could not afford to lose. But lings are out, and he should be able to clean this up. And he really should look to move across the map, catch these drones in the middle, or these speedlings in the middle, and do something with it. That being said, he is down 10 drones. So while he's looking to drone a little, he needs to build... He needs queens, really. It's only so much you can do off of 1 queen inject. +1 melee is almost done, and we do have a layer going for... We do have a layer going for Mashi here. So any ling fights that Mashi's going to take now are going to be advantageous, assuming he has the lings to do it. Which he doesn't. He's down a double army supply. And Barricus just looks to pump more Zerglings into Mashi's face. That being said, Mashi did have a much earlier 3rd, but it doesn't matter because if we look at the drone count, that has not been able to be used very much. And we have Mashi throwing down a... Where's that spine? Throwing down a spine on the 3rd. Don't know if I agree with that. And we have lings running into the main, running into the natural, running out of the natural. Another Baneling is on the way, and they are looking to kill this Evolution Shaper. Okay, that's a fun time, but you know, not necessary here. And he's gonna run these Zerglings onto the 3rd. Mashi's gonna have a late response, but should be able to save it. +1 versus +0 is really strong. How in the world? Where is this army supply? Mashi's just not building things, I guess. Which is rather unfortunate, as if we look at the supply here, Sir Barricus, I don't care about your Baneling hits. Sir Barricus should just be able to walk across the map and win this, as Mashi, sure, he's got a lair. He can't do anything with it whatsoever. He just does not have the drone production. He only has the 1 queen versus the 5 of Sir Barricus, so he just... Mashi cannot hit the drone production he needs. Okay, finally hit the D key. That's great. Again, doesn't really matter. He doesn't have the larva to spend it, right? He's been so far behind on drones for so long that, yeah, he's ahead now, but just look at the army supplies. 15 versus 50. 15 versus 54. That's 19 lings and 6 banelings. Like that is not... It's never going to do anything for you. We have roaches tickling at the front. Baneling's going to get a great connection. It doesn't matter. Oh, okay. Those are some Baneling connections. But again, the roaches, right? He wipes out all the Zerglings of Sir Barricus. But really, sure, if Mashi had been just pumping lings this entire time, had been building drones, he would be in a fantastic position. He'd go in, he could swarm the roaches with his +1 melee, take care of it, counterattack. But that doesn't matter, because he was down 8 workers for most of this, did not have queens, could not produce, and now we have Sir Barricus doubling his army supply. And you know, really, this is a StarCraft at its heart is a game of macro. It's not a game of micro, certainly not at this level. And Sir Barricus has triumphed in that matter, despite the late 3rd, despite the macro hatch. The macro hatch was what he needed here. Deal with the flood. And there we go. GG. Game 1 goes to Sir Barricus. I really don't like the color of that background. But we're going to keep it this week. I'll fix it for next time. That gray background on the maps. Yeah. But, you know, so it goes. And it's Cerbericus. And now we're going to get ready to go into map 2. Going to be interesting to see who JaMiT sends out in response to deal with the Zerg threat that is Cerbericus. So it looks like Tijin has joined the party, or Tihan. I'm never quite sure how you pronounce it, and I play with him, and I'm in the Discord with him, so who knows there. And it looks like map 2 is going to be Purity and Industry. Just get the dumb maps out of the way fast, I guess. But that's just the way things roll sometimes. It's going to be It's going to be an interesting match. So, there we go. Game 2. Purity and Industry. It's going to be interesting to see what Tijin has all set up for this match. As Purity and Industry, that's not something I would expect someone to pick, right? It's a weird map. Almost everyone has it. Everyone has it vetoed. No one really practices it, you know. But there are definitely some broken strats on that map. There are some great siege spots. There are some... I mean, the airspace is nice if you want to drop all over the place. I mean, sure, the bubulas are annoying, but the airspace is great. And Terran can very easily take that island base. It takes a little while to get it over there, but once you get it there, it's pretty hard to vend. As you get this wonderful thing called missile turrets, and you just can't get into it. Other things, it's kind of easy for Terran to take 4 bases. It really is not a Zerg favorite map. Although stats recently say it is Zerg favored versus Terran at the highest level, and I don't quite understand that. I'm assuming there's some sort of Nidus timings or something that happen. But here we go. Game 2. Purity and Industry. Cryptic up 1-0 on JaMiT, but Tijin looking to bring it back. The Platinum Sniper. And really, that is the way these kind of team leagues work. They're almost designed to go to 4-3. But here we go. In the bottom right, in the red, for JaMiT Gaming, we have Tijin. And then, in the upper left, in the blue, with 1 kill to his name, we have Cerbericus. And he is... Here we go. He is going for nothing as of yet. I don't know. This is how early games work. You know, you gotta wait a little. Interesting to note that Tijin has gone gas first, not barracks first or something like that. So this is gonna be a faster Reaper maybe, and we have lag. Someone's dying. I hope it's not me. Oh no. It's the man with 1 kill to his name. It is Cerbericus. And we're going to wait to see whether he comes back. It's Tihan. Okay. I will just continue to mispronounce it. Treth in chat has informed me that it is Tihan, but I prefer to mispronounce things because that makes my cast more interesting, right? Oh, we're back. Wonderful. So, Tihan going for gas first into most likely a Reaper. Gonna look to get that across the map. And a pause has been requested. I believe there we go.
Game paused.
Guess we don't have any referees in this game. Theoretically, that should be one of the captains, but... Oh, what a nice player Tihan is. Not saying, I'm gonna take advantage here. It's like, I just want to make sure that everything's okay. You're all good. We're all good. Okay. So white screens are never fun, but it recovered. And we're going to get back into this game in a second. Cerbericus, having gone with 16 expand, 16 hatch. That's standard. And here we go. Getting back into the game. Eventually. There we go. Cerbericus with the wonderfully timed 3-2-1, and then if he's doing anything like what I do, I can never remember the unpause key. It's like hunt my keyboard and then have to F10 it. But, you know, so it goes. Anyways, Tihan, sending a scouting SCV out, says, ah, yes, there's a hatchery. I see the timing of this hatchery. I know you're not pool first. That's wonderful. And interesting thing here is Barricus has gone 16, 18, 18. He's gone hatch pool gas, which is non-standard, especially against Terran. You would look to go, again, 16, 18, 17. That's kind of the standard default against all matchups, regardless of what is happening. So we go Reaper expand, Tihan looking to start his CC anytime now. Anytime now. As soon as he's ready, it's going to get started. There we go. Oh, wait, it's 500 minerals, not 400. Actually, no, it is 400, but he wanted to put an Evo down, supply Evo down, just in case. We have the Reaper out, Reaper running across the map, because I'm gonna go and scout things, because that's the Reaper's job. We have an Overlord running in. Hopefully, the Marine is going to kill it. That is a unsafe Overlord. That Overlord wishes it never left home. Soon, we have 2 Queens on the way. Second CC coming out for the Terran player, and this is just kind of a 1-1-1 build. Speed on the way for the Zerg, too. So, this Overlord is going to die, and we have no Overlords on the way for Cerbericus. No third base on the way. That is a pushable position for that third base. Tanks can siege up in a multitude of different spots, and it's just so close to the Terran base. So now we have the Reaper going to the main, taking a look about, saying, oh, hey, what's going to happen here? And is this a tank? No, okay, this is just Stim. Maybe. Factory. Ah, no. I apologize. This is looking like it might be some... Okay. Before I speak, I should read the production tab. This is going to be a Hellbat Marauder timing with Marauder slow. And if the Zerg doesn't expect things, it's going to be very surprising. However, the Zerg looks like he's going for some sort of early pressure of his own. Sure, a third's on the way, but he's on 21 workers. He's not building a ton. And he has built 16 more lings to time up with his speed finishing. So we have a bunch of Zerglings flooding across the map. And that's actually probably one of the best possible options to deal with Tihan's build here. Although there is a bunker up, there are no units inside of it. 2 Marines inside of it, looking to get some stuff done surrounding the bunker, but that lets the Hellion fire with impunity. And we have 1 Hellion versus a whole bunch of Lings. Hellion not getting microed, Hellion getting surrounded, and we have a tank on the way for Tihan. Tihan says, you know what, it is not worth it. And this armory is going to get slowed down or canceled as well. So Tihan's not going to be able to execute the build he wanted to execute in the slightest. We have another bunker on the way, but that bunker isn't necessary. Well, it shouldn't really be necessary. There's going to be a tank on the high ground, and that is 100% going to be able to deal with this. Tihan doesn't know that, though. Tihan does not know that whether there are banelings or not behind this. But behind this, Barricus is just droning. He says, look, I've done the damage I want to do. I have foiled your Marauder Hellbat aggression. I have run amok in your natural. I have canceled your ability to make Hellbats. And I'm happy. I'm just gonna drone behind this. So he has his third base up. He is killing these rocks because they did nasty things to him. And it looks like Tihan's next option, he's gonna put a third down. Or not. He's not gonna put a third down. There we go. He is going to put a third down. Just the Widowmine stopped. And we have Zerglings running in and dying to those Widowmines. Those were some impressive Widowmine connections. 12 and probably 10 kills. And sure, the third's going to get canceled, but this Tian have any army units that he can defend his natural with, or are these 4 lings going to do a lot? Okay, so there is no stim. But what do we have? We have factory. We have 2 factory, starport, 1 barracks. And we have mules. Okay, mules, please mine. What do we have going for our Zerg here? We have +1 ranged attack. Do we have anything that shoots from a distance? Any buildings that allow us to produce ranged units? No. No, we don't. And we have a lair on the 3rd base, which is interesting. I'm assuming this is just to give it a little more health, to make sure it doesn't die as easily. That push 1500 versus 2000 can make a difference. And we have Tihan going for bio, not mech. He's building 2 more barracks. And an eBay on the way. I would love to see him start stim, though. As, you know, bio is not all that useful without stim. Sir Barracus, rightly realizing kind of the situation he's in this game, has put down a spine at the 3rd and is going at Mutas. Mutas, +1 ranged attack, and no Roach Warren, no Hydro Den, etc., etc., etc. Meanwhile, Tihan says, you know what? I know what this map does. This map makes Mutas happen. I'm going to put some missile turrets up. And theoretically, this is at a good timing. You would expect Mutas to be up by now. But this is a weird map, or this is a weird game, and Mutas are not anywhere close. We have high-sec auto-tracking coming for the Terran. He will not be busted. He's going to sit on his 2 bases and turtle until the end of time. That is fine, because Terran can do that on this map. I just don't want to cast it. That being said, we have Marauders coming out from the barracks. We are looking at a Widow Mine drop. And again, stim needs to happen. Stim really needs to happen. 4th base has been completed for Sir Barracus, so it's 4 bases to 2, but it's 46 to 43 SCVs. Tihan has done a great job of maintaining SCV production, even while he's kind of trapped in his base a little. He doesn't have to be. If he just had these barracks going, he could 100% just move out, take his 3rd, start the push. But again, this is Platinum, and game, you know, and a killer instinct is not exactly always there. So we have a couple more Zerglings running across the map. We have Mutas being built, Mutas being rallied to the island base. They find, oh great, there's no island base. Wonderful, amazing, we're excited. But they are going to run into 2 missile turrets and Widow Mines if they continue that trajectory. So we have Tian taking the more defensible 3rd base location, and we have Mutas coming in to the main. They're going to sideswipe sideswipe the missile turret and get annihilated by the Widow Mines. Oh, okay, so no more Mutas. On the flip side, we have a bunch of Lings running in. 2 tanks, juicy tank shots. And we have transformation servos coming from the Terran. He's not building Hellions. I mean, sure, drilling clause is coming eventually, but he's building bio with no stim. He hasn't gotten a bio upgrade. On the flip side, we do have Swarm Hosts coming out for the Zerg. He says, look, if you're going to turtle, I'm going to force you. I'm going to make you suffer for this turtle. But Tian's got a decent army, and he looks like he just kind of wants to run across the map and kill the Zerglings, burrow the Widow Mines, and say, you know what? So now Tian's going to back up. Tian's going to back up and say, you know what? I don't need to... Okay, he actually is going to fight this. And we have staggered Locust Waves, but honestly, with the Medivacs here, this should be able to fight this. And we have a drop. Oh, that's scary. Boost. He's just gonna... Oh, that's a great siege tank location, actually. I don't know if it's going to be enough. I don't know if there's enough to defend it, but these siege tanks are going to be hard to dislodge. So they've killed a bunch of queens. We have a we have a hive done. Sorry, I didn't notice that. This tank is still not dislodged. We have Corruptors on the way, but no Greater Spire. 13 drones have died. Tihan's just building more tanks. He's finally getting stim. Wonderful. The tank is going to go down, and these Corruptors are going to be able to take care of this medevac, maybe. Swarm hosts are getting gunned down a little. Corruptors going down. I'm sorry I'm not doing a better job of casting here, but I'm just kind of confused. We do have a Greater Spire on the way now. Tank has been surrounded. And where does that put us? 56 SCVs versus 46 drones. Cerbericus with a massive mineral bank, but no gas. So he's only going to be able to build, what is that, 2 Broodlords anyways. Swarm hosts across the map, 6 swarm hosts. So he built a couple more that I didn't notice. And these locusts are going to get a couple eBays. And Broodlords are going to go down. We have adrenal glands on the way. Okay, so barracks are not going to fall here. And we have Marines chasing after swarm hosts. Okay. Tihan is taking it forth. He is up on economy. Doesn't really matter when they're both floating a lot of money, but he's up on economy. And more importantly, Barracus has no gas. So whatever tech transition he wanted to go for doesn't really matter. As if you can't afford gas to support it, okay. Meanwhile, Tihan is macroing up. He finally has stim. He has bought a Thor, I guess, to deal with that. And these Lings are going to run in. They're going to find the unupgraded Marines. And the Marines will win because stim is a powerful thing and surrounds are good units. That's fine. We finally have Marine HP, but no +1. No Marine upgrades. We just have 1 mech upgrade. Meanwhile, Cerbericus is building a bunch of Lings, and he has 0 ranged attack, but that's fine because he's building... He only has ranged attack, not melee attack, but that's fine because he's building 6 Queens. Now, Tihan is going to find these swarm hosts. He's going to stim on these swarm hosts. The swarm hosts, locusts, are going to kill a couple Marines. Okay, fine. And he's going to move across the army with another set of 10 Marines? A couple Widow Mines. And he's going to snipe the... No, he's not. Okay. So these Widow Mines are going to kill all the Marines. Upgrades. Oh, he's finally starting a bio upgrade and +2 mech weapons when he's building mostly Widow Mines. Type 1 in the chat if you're confused. But that's okay because he's going to stim. The Widow Mines are actually going to kill most of the swarm hosts here. And all the Marines too. All the Lings too. So sure, there are a couple of locusts now. But, okay, just gun down the locusts. Oh, he's going to go. He's going to stim on that Broodlord. He's going to kill one of them. He's going to kill not the other because transfuse is a thing. And the power of free units has prevailed this day. But that's okay because Widow Mines are cooling down and there's no detection on this map. 61 SCVs to 48 workers. How does Barracus have a bank this big with equal trading when he's been down on economy this long? Like, how is his bank so much bigger? I don't really understand. Oh, the Widow Mine shot! Oh my god! Oh! And another one. Targeted. Okay. How many kills does this have? Only 6. 15. 9. Honestly, Widow Mine's not as big as I expected, but that's fine. So, Ling run by, gonna go try to take out the planetary fortress. Spoiler alert, Lings have no upgrades. That's not gonna work. As we have a drop in the main base, doing tremendous damage. Tons and tons of damage. As +1 for the bio is done. Okay. Planetary does not die. Planetary does not fall. Queens are dying. The hatch is not gonna die. Yeah, Hunter, you know, I know there's 2 minutes in the future, but I don't know what Tihan is doing either. But, you know, he's ahead now. He's up 30 workers. He's only up a little army, but he's finally got the macro machine going. He's got 11 Marines going at a time. I wish he would start some Vikings, though, because in all honesty, you know, that's fine. And he's going to get 1-1. He's going to have a 1-1 bio for the next push. Wow, incredible. It is 15 minutes in this game, and we have +2 marine attack started. Okay, so he does have some Vikings. +2 marine attack, +1 armor. Getting done. Upgrades are happening. Macros getting started. The first 15 minutes of this game have just been cheese. It's okay. Meanwhile, we do have a massive Zerg counterattack running across the map, going to intercept part of this Terran army. Tihan does not notice, but he does snipe the 5th base of the Zerg. And the Widow Mines do go down. Widow Mines explode a lot of stuff. And we have Roaches now, which is honestly what Tihan should have been building in the first place. Tihan's going to run in. He's going to go and snipe the 4th. Meanwhile, we have the Zerg player coming in. He's going to try to take out the planetary. He actually has things that are ranged now, so he should be able to probably take this out, especially without the lack of repair. But that doesn't matter, because Tihan's going to go take out 2 bases going to take out 3 bases for the one that Barracus is going to take out, and he has the better army and he's the better supply. So now we have Tihan stimming in, running in. The Greater Spire is going to go down. No more Broodlords, actually, and no more Corruptors either. He's going to take out the Infestation Pit. He's going to take out the Queens, and he's running amok in the Zerg base. The Zerg says, you know what? Oh, crap. I need to defend this. This trade was not worth it, but it doesn't matter. Because, sure, fine, he got a 4th. Fine, he's running back. He's not going to be... Okay, this army's maybe a little overstimmed. Maybe he will beat this army. He has 2 bases. He's not mining. He has 12 workers. Sure, Tihan lost 39 workers. Barracus lost 40. And more importantly, he didn't have that much armor workers to begin with. And Tihan has wedged himself into this disgusting choke where the Roaches really aren't going to be able to do all that much. Okay, as I say that, they're killing most of it. But Thor's good units. Sir Barracus pulling all his drones down to 2. He says, I'm not going to win this game. You're going to lose. I'm not going to lose this game. You're going to lose this game. But it appears my Freudian slip has been far more accurate than any sort of thing I actually meant to say. As Sir Barracus is not going to win this game, we have a second army from Tihan marching across the map. It's going to take out the Hive. All the Broodlords are down, and GG! Tihan ties it up 1-1 against Sir Barracus. So there we go. We're now 1-1. So, and as it happens, Tihan says, you know what, that game was intense. That game was chaotic. I need a break. And I can understand that. Games like that, regardless of the level you're at, when you are scrapping at the game, when you're trying to figure out, okay, what's happening here? How does this go? Yeah, sometimes you need a break. And sure, that game is a little weird. If you're at a higher level, you're like, this should have been easy. Well, but for Tihan, that was a hard game. That was a game he fought tooth and nail to win. So, heart's pumping. Palms are sweaty. Mom's spaghetti. So it goes. So we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to have a game 3. On what map? I don't know. But it is going to be against Cryptic's first Diamond player. I don't know who they are. I'm going to be interested to find out. And we're going to a break. Look forward to see everyone in a minute.
Hello? Yes, this is she. Hospital? What happened?
All right. We're back. We're going to have another TVZ. It's going to be on Eternal Empire. It's going to be a good time. As Cryptic brings out their second Platinum player for the day. When I left, I said it was going to be the Diamond 2, Diamond 3 matchup. I was wrong. I'm man enough to admit that. I can be wrong. It's not often. But I was wrong. And it happens. And now we're going to go into map 3 on Eternal Empire. Now, Eternal Empire is a fun map. If purity and industry can be described by how kind of short the natural rush distance is, Eternal Empire is kind of the opposite. It likes to make big games, big long games. It's really hard for the Terran to push into the third and the fourth of the Zerg. That's a long rally distance. Gives the Zerg plenty of time to counterattack. Once, if they are able to beat things back, gives them the ability to actually macro up behind it. It's not just this constant stream of Terran bio. So, on the flip side, you can always use some weird stuff here. There's some nice airspace for different kind of drops around the natural. But here we go. I'm excited. It's going to be game 3. It's going to be as good as that last one. It's going to be crazy. Who knows? I don't know. You don't know. Nobody knows. And hey, thanks for the host, Mashy. Thank you from everyone coming in from... As I realized that I'm 2 minutes delayed, so, you know. And there we go. Spawning in the upper right on a 1-kill streak for Team JaMiT Gaming, we have Tihan. And then in the bottom left, in the green, looking to put his team back on the board, we have Stealth Shot. So it's going to be interesting to see if Tihan, having shown his strat last game, he said, look, I'm going to go for Hellbat Marauder, and I'm going to try to kill the Zerg with it. And it didn't work. As I say that, doesn't matter what I said. We have a proxy. And in all honesty, I think this is probably the best way to play against Zerg at the moment. It's kind of almost a gear. If it's unscouted, which it is hard to scout, and these overlords will definitely not scout it. They'll see the bunkers going down, but they won't see the Marines. If it's not scouted, this is almost a guaranteed hatch kill. And trying to play from a hatch, losing your hatch, again, actually no, never mind. The overlord will not see the barracks unless it gets rallied back. So trying to come back from, we have a third racks going down. I can't help but feel like that's a late third. Don't you generally build your barracks all at the same time? Is this going to be a delayed 4-racks? And there's no gas, so this isn't 3-racks Reaper. I guess this is just 3-racks pressure. Okay. And Stealth Shot has no idea that this is happening. He's 19 workers. His pool is just about done. He's building more workers. Yeah, he has zero idea. He will know. Where's this rally? Okay, so he will see that there's nothing in the wall. He will see this. He will not see this bunker going down. He will in a second, but the bunker's going to be mostly done by then. And it will have 4 Marines to defend it. And considering there are only 4 Lings on the way and a couple Queens, that's not going to be enough. The Zergling first 2 Lings are going to get gunned down. The Overlord is going to get gunned down, which is massive because it means Cryptic is not, or Stealth Shot's not going to be able to. Yeah, he's supply blocked now. 2 Spines going down. 1 is going to get killed. The second is most likely going to get killed. Queen spawn. Queen assassinated. And this is going incredible. This is going just about as well as Tihan could want. 3 Marines at a time. Second bunker on the way. And, okay, so the base isn't dead. And the bunker was not put down fast enough to kill the natural. That being said, this is a safe place to defend from. And, okay, so I don't agree with that. You should just kill the base. So, Marines pop out. Marines kill the natural. And that is kind of what should happen. So do we have a spine in the main? No, we don't. So once this hits critical mass, Tihan could honestly just run back and kill and just go into the main. But this is not the death push that I expected. Eventually, these 3 spines are gonna go up, and considering the lack of Marines here, this may be hell. That being said, okay. So, okay, Marines have reached critical mass. They're gonna start targeting this down. Spines are running forward. Okay, that's never gonna work. But Marines are still out of range of that spine. He's going to be able to target this one down as it roots, and that is a waste of... That's a waste of movement. He's going to be able to target the other one. Okay, so this is stealth shot thrower in the game here. Okay, so he should just pop all his Marines out and kill this spine. Morling's on the way. Speed is almost done, but it doesn't matter. He's going to get the spine. Is he going to get the spine? He's going to get the spine, but he's letting himself get surrounded here, and maybe this was the play after all. But, okay, there was a bunch of Marines dying, but, I mean, look at this. Army supply, 12 to 8. Tihan is building SCVs behind this. Lings are going to run past and try to do something, but there's already a barracks at the natural here. So we have 4 Raxes, 4 producing, and there's going to be a wall off, so those Lings are not going to do much. And this is just the slowest bleed out. This is just... Okay, so more... Oh, okay, that does not feel good. GG. Oh, that does not feel good. I'm so sorry, Stealth Shot. As someone who plays Zerg, that doesn't feel good. Huh. Today I learned Hunter Zebras. I thought they all went down at once. But again, I really only play against 2 Rex. I don't play against 4 Rex that much. So there we have it. Tihan killing both Platinums. He's looking to play the Diamond now. With some dirty, dirty cheese. As a Zerg player that has to run into that on ladder, I kind of feel gross. As someone playing for JaMiT, I'm like, yay, good job. But again, that happened. We're now into the Diamond match. It's going to be interesting to see who Cryptic decides to throw against Tihan here. He's killed 2 Zergs through some early pressure both times. He said, look, I'm going to 3-rax you, not 4-rax. And I'm going to hit you with some Marauder Hellbat timing that didn't work. To be fair, the Ling Flood delayed that and prevented that from happening. But that was what he was going for. Do we send a Zerg out again? Do we send a Protoss? Say, you know what, hey, you like to build tanks. Yeah, okay, I don't know where I'm going with that one. Or do you send something out? Do you say, look, I think we can snipe Tihan with someone that's not a Zerg, because we've tried it twice, and, well, I guess tried it once, because Tihan was deployed against the Zerg. So, we have a player called Mantra in now for Cryptic Gaming. It's going to be interesting to see what map he chooses. Mantra is a Terran, probably. Diamond 2 Terran. So I'm assuming that's what they're sending out here. He has a 60% TBT win rate. So that's my guess. He is their Terran sniper here. And we're into the map picks. So, we're waiting on Mantra's map pick. If I was to hazard a guess, actually, I don't know much about it. But based off of his map report, he's probably going to look to maybe, I don't know. He's good at Purity, but the rest of it, it's Simulacrum, Everdream, Nightshade. Okay, so Simulacrum, the most standard of standard maps. All right, Simulacrum loading up. Can Mashty continue his streak of dominance? Or will... Let's send that forward. Or will this Mantra come and deal with it? Okay, why is that not showing? Anyway, Tihan's on a 2-kill streak. I was trying to fix my overlay. Didn't happen. I don't know why that's not showing. It should be. But so, oh wait, that's why it's hidden. There we go. Fixed. Tihan on a 2-kill streak. Mantra in for Cryptic Gaming. And here we go. And it appears that Mantra and Tihan have some history. Back 6 months ago, they played in a different season of this Team League. And there we go. As with a ready check, we're about to hop into map 4 of JaMiT Gaming versus Cryptic Gaming. And as we load in, it's going to be interesting to see what Mantra has prepared here. If he has anything prepared. He's just, you know what? I'm going to kill him. I don't really care what he does. MMR speaks volumes. I don't know. That's why we're here. That's what we're here to figure out. So, we're loading into Simulacrum. And that has some great siege up spots for TBT. There we go. And spawning in the bottom right, in the blue, Cryptic's first diamond player, we have Mantra. Tian says, please be gentle. I believe in him. And then in the upper left, on a 2-kill streak for JaMiT Gaming, we have Tihan. So gas first for both players. It's going to be interesting to see whether it's a 1 or 2 gas build. Greedier, more tech-heavy opener. Scout across the map for Tihan. I understand the need for delays, and you know, I get it. I want my game to be delayed. I don't want someone stream cheating. But on the other hand, man, it makes interacting with chat and figuring and answering questions, or whatever, makes it hard. So, I'm doing my best to respond in chat. It does mean I kind of stop talking as I do that. So it goes. So we have 2 gas. So going to be tech-heavy opening from Cryptic. I don't know if this is going to be Banshee or Raven or something else. But Tian spots it. He says, look, okay, I see that second gas. I'm not going for one of my own. So this looks like it's probably going to be a CC first, maybe? No, 1-1-1. On 1 gas. Okay. Interesting. And we have the wall off, getting ready. Okay, so Tian's just taking a much delayed second gas. Again, I don't know TBT builds, so I don't know what's standard. But I will say, it's interesting that Mantra, so it took that earlier gas, which means his tech is going to hit sooner, most likely. Although he's not mining, he's only mining 3 workers from that 2 gas. So is this a fake out? Is this him saying, look, you're going to see that 2 gas, you're going to assume that something's going to be really, really offensive, really sneaky, and I'm just not going to do anything. I'm just going to mine out a 3 gas and say, you know what? That's all there is to it, folks. Tian going straight tanks to go with his Reaper. Now he's going to send his first Reaper across the map, with Mantra keeping his at home, and really this shouldn't get a lot done. As the Reaper's sitting at home, there are actually 2 Reapers, a third on the way, and another Hellion. So Mantra's kind of is looking to go and put some nice pressure on early with that 3 Reaper Hellion. Now, Tian says, you know what, I'm not going to come in through the front. I'm going to come in through the I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to cancel your starport, most likely. Or I'm going to delay your starport. Okay, so he gets the starport. Now, we do have a full gas saturation from Mantra, but you can see the difference in just the amount of gas being built. And we do have a starport, or we do have a cyclone on the way, so Tion's just saying, you know what? I think this is going to be scary. I'm just going to play defensive. He's building CC on the high ground, Mantra's on the low ground. So Mantra says, you know what? I have the tempo advantage from this aggressive play I'm doing. I'm going to take full advantage of it. I'm going to macro behind it. And I'm going to get ahead in that way, even if my build itself doesn't do damage. So we have this nice hit squad of 3 Reapers, 2 Hellions running across the map. Do we have a tank? We do not. We have a tank halfway done for Tian, and nothing to do damage. Sure, you know, Mantra committed to this scary early game army to find that there's actually no CC on the low ground. Tank is going to siege up. Reaper's going to go in. Reaper is not going to get blasted. Reaper's going to get blasted a little. He's going to see the armory. Probably tells him, hey, oh no. Oh, nice drone walk there. Nice round to kill that Reaper. Tihan showing that he is more than just your platinum player that's going to roll over when a diamond player shows up to the game. He's macroing well. He's keeping his resources low. He's a little low on SCVs. So he stopped SCV production, but so was Mantra. So, hey, that's the way it goes. Tihan scans the main of Mantra, sees the tech lab on the starport. Doesn't know whether this Raven or Banshee, but, you know. And we have a counter scan. It is confirmed to be mech. Mantra says, okay, fine, I see this. SCVs get transferred down. SCVs get told to transfer up. And suddenly Mantra's up 8 workers. So he got 2 SCVs, but really the difference here is Tihan stopped building workers for a minute. So we have an economy lead for Mantra. Mantra also building his 3rd much faster than Tihan. Although who knows, Tihan might start it soon. And we have a relatively defensive TVT. Tihan says, look, I'm not going to die. Hey, Corn Muscles. Long time no see. I have not talked to you in forever, but thanks for showing up to the game, to the cast. Hopefully we'll get a full 7 games so you can enjoy my sultry and lovely voice for the next 10 hours. Because if Tihan keeps doing this mech stuff, so Hunter, okay, I'll turn off the unit colored unit life bars. Actually, I don't know how to do that, so I'm not going to waste a lot of time with it. I'm sorry, I'll fix it before next game if I can figure it out. I mean, this is just how I usually play it. This is how things work. So, here we go. Hellion on the 3rd. Sees the 3rd is not taken. Hellion on the other 3rd location. Says, okay, fine. You know, we're both on 2 bases. That's great. Little does he know that there's a 3rd CC built. So while Tihan, they're both on the same amount of income, quote unquote. Not really. Tihan does have a significant army advantage, and so he does start his 3rd, throws down a couple more supply depots, and you know he's in just the pure macro game, and just the I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna build units and you're gonna build units and it's gonna be okay. He is keeping even with, I'm not gonna say outperforming, but he is staying even with Mantra, with the diamond player, which is an impressive feat in and of itself. Man, Tihan loves this transformation servo upgrade. I don't know, but I guess in TVT you do get Hellbats as part of mech play. And we just have both players macroing up. Tihan with the up until that moment the better upgrades, the better army supply, and just the better army, right? So the whole point of mech is it's slow, it's unstable, or it's not unstable, but it's slow, it's expensive, but the units by themselves are better. You know, a tank is better than a bunch of Marines for the most part. So if Tian's allowed to max out here, he will have the better army. And assuming he's allowed to do that, he will be able to push across the map. I mean, you know, as much as I said, hey, you know, third so much earlier for Mantra, and that is true, and the SCV count does showcase this. Third's going down at the same time. Granted, orbital for Mantra and just a CC for, that's going to be a planetary on the third. Okay, that's interesting. And we have Mantra marching across the map with his suddenly similar army supply. He spent the army supply lead that Tihan had early is now was spent in workers for Mantra, and Mantra's going to run in. He's going to see the CC not done. He's going to siege it up, and he is going to force it to live. Tihan is most likely actually going to lose this. Yeah, he's just going to lose it. Okay. And that is no bueno. You want to set up your siege line before you go and take your base. And he was not able to do that. So now we have Mantra up a base. Up 20 workers. Up some army supply. But Tian says, you know what, if you're there, if you're here, you're not home. And I believe with my tank setup, I have enough to hold. So I'm gonna run in. I'm gonna say, you know, up yours to your worker count. I'm gonna kill it all. I'm going to build a bunch of Hellbats, and suddenly Marines can't really engage. I'm gonna send some SCVs at it. Okay, so never mind. That didn't quite work. 8 workers do go down, so it doesn't even the army doesn't even the work supply all that much. And we have these Marines that are really not going to do much, and a Thor as well. So that was maybe a good move if he just sends the Hellions. As of this, he's kind of throwing the game away. And we have no third in production, so that was very all in from Tian. He's like, look, I got a chance to maybe balance this game out. Now 2-2 versus 1-1. 6 tanks for the mech and the bioplayer have the same amount of tanks. It will be a 2-1 push. He has drilling claws on the way, and I don't really understand that because he's not building Widow Mines. So we do have a third CC that will be built on location. So that's, at least he's going to be able to get it down. But man, he started that third CC so late that, I mean, let's look at this. Oh, the chart needs logos to this. What a scan. Mantra, what a scan. He said, look, I know you're here. I know where you are. Okay, so Tian's going to run in with his unsieged tanks, and he's just going to lose everything. And this is probably going to be GG, to be totally honest. This, there we go. GG. There we go. All tied up. Hotkey, work please. Oh, I somehow turned numlog off. There we go. All right, it is 3-3. Mantra with the 1 kill. And now we're getting ready into our first diamond versus diamond matchup. Mantra did his job. He said, "You know what? You're like 1,000 MMR below me. I'm gonna do my job. I shouldn't lose this." But that being said, Tihan did make a strong accounting for himself in the first 7 minutes. Now he didn't have his tank sieged up in the. I apologize for the dogs. He didn't have his tank sieged up in the proper location. Sure, I get that. And that was kind of why he lost that third there. If he had his tank sieged up at his third, I don't believe that Mantra is going to be able to take that easily. But, you know, so it goes. We are now into map 5. All right. Let's see. We have Golden Wall, Purity, Simulacrum, and Eternal Empire all gone. Yeah, so that means, wow, I played this game. You'd think I would know what the maps we have this season. So it means we have Everdream, Zen, and Nightshade. Man Ray, I love you. So it looks like we're going to get Nightshade for the next map, and as a Zerg player who is potentially playing today. The goal is to not, but as I fix things. The goal is to not. Nightshade's mean. I don't like it. It's like the worst Zerg map. But and Ray, you know, I know you're not watching this right now because you're about to play. But I appreciate the CT6 shirt. It's great. So there we go. As we're waiting for the proper players to get assigned for Nightshade, it's going to be interesting to see what mantra, what Ray have ready. What mantra and Ray have ready and spun up for this match. And there we go. We're ready. We're just going through ready check, making sure colors and races are assigned as proper. And that appears to be the case. So any second now, we're going to hop into map 5, Nightshade LE. A map I vehemently hate, but that's fine. It's actually a relatively standard map. It makes for some fun games. It has some good pushable positions, some good tank spots. But it also has weird spots on the map. You can put whatever you want there. So, we're both ready, and we're going to get ready. We're going to load in to Nightshade and map 5. Hope everyone's having a wonderful morning, evening, night, as the case may be. I don't know. And here we are. Nightshade. I feel if I say the map enough, maybe I'll figure out something to talk about. You know, turn it into a tongue twister. Nancy Nettles Nightshades. I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter because we loaded in before I could embarrass myself further. And here we are. Spawning in the bottom right, representing both CT6 and JaMiT. In the pink, we have Ray. And then in the blue, on a 1-kill streak for Cryptic Gaming, we have Mantra. Oh, oops. That's not right. Hit the wrong button. Gas first, Reaper expand. As one does. Ray with a cheeky little probe moving across the map. As he builds his gate behind his minerals. I believe I guess there's not really a... I believe the goal generally is you wall off there to make it harder for the Reaper to go up. But so it goes. Ray with literally the earliest possible scout. He's gonna go. He's gonna harass the barracks. He's gonna say, you know what? If you want to build this, barracks, I'm gonna make it a little hard on you. So he forces another SCV on the line. 3 SCVs are not mining for Mantra right now, so that's nice. SCV going across the map. Ray's probe not going back home. Ray's probe, in fact, going to the corner of the map, saying, "Hey, look, I'm gonna be sneaky. I'm gonna put a pylon down." And Ray does have 2 gas, so you would expect Mantra to see something. Maybe sneaky. He scouts the fact that there are 2 gas taken. He does not see where the gate is. Not yet, but he's gonna see the gate. He's gonna see the cyber core. So, oh, okay. Maybe this is some sort of oracle thing. You know, I don't know. But we have the gate down. We have the cyber core just about done, and the natural is being built by Mantra on location. Now Mantra has patrolled his SCV on the natural, so he's going to see Ray's reticence for taking a natural base. Zealot runs across the map. Don't know what that's about. Hoping to maybe cancel the natural, but I mean there will be a Reaper back home, so I don't know how effective that's going to be. Twilight is proxied, so is this going to be DTs maybe? I don't know. It's DT or it's Glaives or something cheeky off of one base, and Mantra knows this, so he's getting a bunker up at home. Although this is probably part of his build anyways, and we have the Reaper. Reaper saying, I need to go find things out. Oh, so the Zealot is able to get stuff done. The Zealot is gonna delay the CC for at least a little while longer. He's gonna delay the bunker. So this is the little Zealot that could. He's gonna get 2 SCVs. He's gonna delay both buildings building in the natural, and a Dark Shrine is on the way for Ray, and another gate with Zealot charge. So this is a Zealot charge DT attack. And the nice thing about delaying this natural here is that's just less scan energy, right? So this Zealot's gonna die, but man, this Zealot did work. That bunker, that CC, they were delayed for so long. I mean, the Reaper going back across the, where's it rallied to?
SCV ready.
I don't know. Reaper going somewhere across the map, but that's not where Ray's tech is. That's not the scary part. See, Warp Gate is almost done. Not quite timed up with the Dark Shrine this time, but close enough. And we're gonna have a, how many gates do we have? We're gonna have three DT warp in, pretty much as these gateways finish. The Reaper is still not going to scout it. This Reaper has searched the entire map, except for this one spot. He's gotten pretty close too.
SCV ready.
The entire map except where this proxy is, and that does not feel good. Now Reaper's going to run up, maybe into the main eventually, try to get some damage done. How many? So we have no scan on the natural. We will have 1 scan on the main, so that's important. As the first 3 DTs run up, there's a Widow Mine, so there's a chance that this scan will wipe all 3 out. I don't know, but these DTs are not being reacted to. We have 1 killing the bunker. We have 1 in the main. That value Widow Mine, and we have 28 energy here. We have no more scans, so this DT is just going to get more than its money's worth. And we have a Templar Archives on the way in a natural. For Ray. Ray says, you know what? I'm getting so much damage here. We should do something. And the DT and the naturals also continuing to get good work done. Just killing units. Says, look, you can't counterattack. This DT is these two DTs are just winning the game. For Ray here, it's 26 workers to 10, or 26 workers to 8 now. There's a scan. Finally. Okay, so that DT is going to die. DT in the main still exists. You just can't mine for the main. But there's a Raven that's going to be completing. +1 is on the way. Still only 3 gates. I don't know what this Templar Archives was for, unless he was going to build Archons maybe later. We're just going to go into some sort of charts that Archon all in. The main has been forced to lift. This is the most efficient 3 DTs I've ever seen. Like, this DT has 27 kills. And they're all workers. It doesn't, if the Raven's coming out, it doesn't matter because there's just no army. It's 5 SCVs. He's gonna recall the DT. Oh, Ray, you sexy god. And now we have a oodles of Chargelat Archon, or just of Chargelats running across the map with a single DT. And we have him running across the map to meet up with his exhibitionary force that has done so much work. Now we have the Reaper running across the map. Reaper says, you know what? I'm going to do what my entire army could not. And I'm going to bring myself back into the game. Well, there's a cannon in the natural. There's a shield battery in the main and in the natural. Yeah, that's not going to do much. Reaper's going to go... Reaper's just looking to see whether things move out, but too late. They've already moved out. We have 2 Archons and 9 Chargelats, and soon to be more, as more gates hopefully come down. And this is going to be just a +1 charge lot Archon timing that Mantra really has no business holding. If he does, I don't know, Terranimba or something, because really he has nothing. He doesn't even have the Widow Mines. Sure, he has a missile turret in the natural, but... So we have a Widow Mine drop going in to the main. So that's where the Widow Mines are, but... That Widow Mine drop, sure, I don't care how much you kill. You have you have very few SCVs. Your base is going down if you don't lift it. Widow Mine drop is going down. Sure, it kills 4 workers. The CC's dead. There are 10 workers to 37. DT is going to go kill the Widow Mines. So, you know, Ray, you don't even have to get into the main here. I mean, it's nice and you're going to because you're that far ahead and Mantra has no money, but you don't have to. There we go, GG. And there we have it. JaMiT is up 3-2 on Cryptic Gaming. This could be our last match of the night. Going to be interesting to see who Cryptic throws in for their final game for their ace player. Last couple weeks, it's been a Protoss player by the name of Arcane. He's had fairly good success. Actually, well, no, he hasn't. But he has lost all of his ace matches. But they have, from what I can tell, they have been a little close. And we do have another break requested from the JaMiT player. As you know, winning games is stressful. And you can tell that he's Canadian because he's asking to use the washroom, not the restroom or the water closet or whatever regionalization there is. But, yeah. So it's not Arcane. This time it's a player called Dumokra. Diamond 2. Diamond 2 Protoss player. About 4,000 MMR. So the 2 maps left are Zen and something. Zen and Everdream. All right. So he has picked Zen, and we are just now waiting for Ray to get back from his break before we go into potentially our final map of the night. Ray and Dumokra, to my knowledge, are of similar-ish MMR. Well, okay, Ray's 3,500, Dumokra's 4,000. So, it's going to be interesting to see how Dumokra deals with this. Does he expect some sort of... Does he expect Ray to cheese again? Does he not? However, I imagine he was picked because he has a fairly good PvP win rate. It's 56%. But he is their ace, so he has to kill 2 players. And he has to kill a Diamond 1 player, too. So here we go. As we wait for the lobby to load. Once again, I hope everyone's having a great time. Thanks everyone for showing up. Having a good time. And here we have it. We are loading in to potentially our final map of the night. Now, it is, of course, a rare occurrence that a VTL game fails to go full 7 games. I mean, that's how it's designed, but that may happen here. And I love Dumokra's loading screen. That's just the Protoss splash is so epic. There we go. Ace match, part 1. And spawning in the upper right on a 1 kill streak with some dirty, dirty DT play. we have Ray. And then in the bottom left, in the blue, potentially the savior of Cryptic Gaming's hopes and dreams, we have Dumokra. Or Dumroka. So, does Ray throw those tricksy things in once again? Or does he say, you know what? That was the mind game. I said, I saw, or I put the thought in your mind that I'm going to do some disgusting one-base shenanigans, and the cheesiest possible thing I can do right now is to go as greedy as possible. Okay, you know what? When I talk, I shouldn't. We have the parting build, the two-gate cannon rush coming in. Now, Dumroka is going to run in. He's going to see the lack of a pylon. He's going to see the lack of really much in Ray's base at all. And he does have to have a two-gateway opening of his own. So Dumroka knows this is happening. He pulls drones immediately. So this is a great response already from Dumroka. The cannons are going to struggle to get down. And this is a full wall. So we have Cannon Rush versus Cannon Rush. Well, or I guess I shouldn't say Cannon Rush versus Cannon Rush. We have defensive cannons. Okay, never mind. That forge is canceled, not being rebuilt. So we have one cannon down. First cannon is going to go down. And we have two zealots on the way. They are out faster than Dumroka's zealots. And we have drones getting pulled, but these zealots should be able to defend these cannons. So, where are we at? The zealots running in. They're going to get surrounded and kill a bunch of workers. But one zealot is out. Okay, so this is killing a lot of workers, and the cannons are down. Which means that Ray can start slowly inching forward. He is going to get one of these gates. The zealot should get out, but just barely. So that gateway is going to go down. There is going to be a stalker right now, and stalkers, have infinite micro potential against the zealot, against zealots. We have 3 zealots working on this. So, what's the army he's going to have? We're going to have 2 zealots and a stalker versus 3 zealots and a bunch of cannons. Now, these zealots are doing a good job. They're getting in, and cannons are getting started in the high ground. So these zealots are being a little overzealous, and they are asking to be surrounded, as just attempted. But, this is not the easiest micro to do. I mean, sure, if you're parting or something, yeah, but... Alright, so these zealots are running in. They're killing a bunch of probes, and Ray is now up in economy, and GG! That's it! JaMiT with the victory. Ray and Tihan with the double kills. No ace needed for JaMiT. He told me this week that none of our Diamond 1s would have to play, and I didn't believe him, because while I appreciate his skill, his ability, generally these go to 5 games. Didn't happen this time. Congratulations to Tihan and Ray for their double kill each. We will fet them on the throne of victory tonight. Commiserations to Cryptic Gaming. Best of luck in your match next week against Formless Bear Slots. Should be a good match. And yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Thanks for tuning in. I had a good time. Hope you did too. And that's been week 4. JaMiT Gaming versus Cryptic Gaming. JaMiT winning by a score of 4-2. Staying at top of the leaderboard as we move into the 5th and final week of regular season next week. Thanks everyone for watching. Have a wonderful day.
At home, away from the group, there are other aspects of adolescent behavior that are annoying to parents. Mother may have other opinions of what looks best, but of course, Mother has old-fashioned ideas.